Welcome, dear students, to our channel, the grammar session. Now, today I am going to teach you about the topic noun cases. Before this, we had studied noun, kinds of noun, noun gender, noun number. Now, we are at the fourth part of the noun, that is case. We know noun is used as a subject, as an object. So, whenever we say the sentence, we have two parts of the sentence that I told you before, that is subject and predicate. So, children, what is subject? Subject about whom we speak in the sentence. That is subject. Here I have taken an example. Raja opened the door. Very clearly I told you, Raja is subject, opened is the verb, and door is the object. In detail we are going further. Subject is Raja. It is the answer to the question, who opened the door? Just keep it remember. The second part is opened the door. This is predicate. The word open is here verb and door is object. Here Raja is subject. So when a noun is used as a subject of a verb, it is said to be in the nominative case. Means when doer is used as a subject of a verb, it is said to be in the nominative case. Here, door is an object. It is answer to the question, what did he open? He refers to Raja. So, objective case is also known as accusative case. The definition of objective case is when a noun or pronoun is used as an object of a verb, it is said to be in a objective or accusative case. Another example I would like to tell you that Rama killed Ravana. Here subject is Rama. We will ask the question for subject, who killed Ravana? Who refers to subject? Who killed Ravana? So answer is Rama killed Ravana. This is the subjective case. Rama killed to whom? To whom Rama killed? Here Ravana. Answer, whom is giving answer for the Ravana. So we can ask for the object in two ways of the questions, that is what and whom. It is referring to the object. So we can ask for the objective case, we can ask questions by two ways, that is by what or by whom. Here the students, we had studied about nominative case and accusative case. Now the third case of the noun is possessive or genitive case. What is possessive or genitive case? By name it is showing that possessive means possession. So the definition of the possessive case is the form of noun which is used to show ownership or possession is possessive or genitive case. For example, this is my uncle's house. Here in uncle we have used apostrophe s. Uncle's house means the house that belonging to my uncle. Here the form of noun uncle changed to uncles. We have used here in uncles apostrophe s to show ownership or possession. Now we will come to the formation of possessive case. How to form possessive cases? For this, some rules are there. Number one, when the noun is singular, the possessive case is formed by adding apostrophe s to the noun. For example, Mohan's bag. Here I have mentioned some note that if too many hissing sounds would come together, the letter s is omitted. For example, for justice sake. Here justice ce, we are getting hissing sound, so we will use only apostrophe sign. Next is for Jesus' sake. Here also we have used only apostrophe sign. Second rule, when the plural form of the noun ending in s, hence while forming possessive case, only apostrophe is added. So dear students, for example, we have taken boys school. Here boys is the plural of boy. So it is ending with S. So only apostrophe sign we have used. Second is horses tails. Here also horses is the plural of horse. So we have used only apostrophe sign. Third rule, when a noun or a title consists of several words, the possessive sign is added only to the last word. For example, the Queen of Britain's house. Here we have mentioned apostrophe S in Britain only. Fourth rule, when two nouns are closely connected, for example, Rohit and Manu's bungalow, we have used here apostrophe S in Manu's only. To find an accusative case, we put whom or what before the verb and its subject. So the students, the nominative cases generally come before the verb and an accusative case after the verb. For example, Kanu shared sweets. And second example I have taken, Kanu shared sweets with her friends. In both the cases, noun sweets is object of verb shared. Here friends are the object with whom Kanu shared sweets. You might have understood. We can say objects are of two types, direct objects and indirect object. For direct object, we ask question by what, and for indirect object, we ask question for by whom. Example, Rama gave Hari a ball. Here Rama is nominative case, gave is verb, Hari is object and ball is also object. Hari is accusative case, indirect object, while ball is accusative case, direct object. Dear students, you have to mention it that indirect object of a verb denotes the person to whom something is given. So, the position of indirect object is immediately after the verb and before the direct object. Now the students, we will come to the nouns in apposition. I am going to tell you about the nouns in apposition. Here, apposition means placing near. The definition of the noun in apposition is when one noun is follows other noun to describe it, the noun which follows is said to be in apposition to the noun which it comes before it. So, I have already told you the meaning of apposition is placing near. For example, we can take Kabir, the great reformer, was a weaver. Here, the great reformer, it is noun in apposition which is showing nominative case. Second example is, yesterday I met your uncle, the doctor. Here, it is taken as an accusative case. Third example is, have you seen Ganguly, the artist's drawing? Here, it is taken as a genitive case.